everyone. I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha, and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you're listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. And in this one, I wanted to speak to you about MBTI tests or personality tests or any tests of any kind. What I've noticed is that a lot of INFJs, they do the test and then they'll do the test again and then they'll do it again until they're so confused by the test itself, because by that point they've memorized all the questions and they memorize all of the different possible answers. And by that point, their intuition has probably told them what answer is the best answer and what answer the tester is probably looking for. And at that point, they're so confused that they don't know what to answer anymore. Recently, a friend of mine messaged me saying that, a new friend, she's a new friend of mine, and she messaged me saying that she checked out my videos on the MBTI stuff. I had suggested to her maybe that she's an INFJ, that she should go check it out. And the reason for that was because she asked me right out. We were talking and she's like, "Do you think I'm bipolar? Because sometimes I feel this way and sometimes I feel that way." And I was thinking to myself, no, I don't think you're bipolar, but you might be INFJ. And so I was like, let me not say that out loud. I was like, maybe you should go do the MBTI test. I think that'd be a good idea. And so she did, and she found out she was an ISFJ. And I was like, I don't think that's right. So go check out the videos. And she did. And she's like, everything that you said resonated with me. But when I was doing the test, she said, she was having a hard time because depending on the situation, she was like, and any of those answers could be right. She's like, if I was in this situation, I would answer this way. But if I was in that situation, I would answer that way. But if I was in this other situation, I would answer neither of those things, right? And so she got really confused while she was doing the test, and she could not choose the right answers. And that's probably why her MBTI test came up as ISFJ rather than INFJ, which is, I think, her true form. This is one of the reasons why I've told you guys a lot of times not to rely completely on these tests for the answers. The reason why we have all of these videos on YouTube about being an INFJ from different people, from different INFJs from all of the different countries all over the world, is because being an INFJ, or being anything really, being a human being, I would say, is a very complex thing. There's many facets to it. One day you're feeling this way and then you're going to behave like that. Another day you're feeling completely different and you're going to behave completely different. Perhaps all day long today you were surrounded by extroverts, and so all of your answers, if you do the MBTI test, are going to be extroverted answers because you're taking on their form, you're taking on their personality. Or another day you spend all day by yourself in your room playing painting or reading manga and you're so excited and happy, and because of that your MBTI test comes out completely different. And it's because of our chameleon nature, because of our ability to see all the different sides of a situation, because of our ability to put ourselves into both issues, both sides of the issues, both people's shoes, whatever you want to call it. We have the ability to really seriously be stymied, be completely perplexed, mystified by the test. Like, all right, I don't actually know what to answer anymore. And we can really confuse ourselves and be sitting there thinking, I don't really know. One of the reasons why they say when you're doing these tests is to answer what comes to you first. Like, what's the first thing that popped up into your head? What's the first thing that you were gravitating towards? But as overthinkers, INFJs have a hard time being like, all right, cool, that's the first thing I thought. No, but I was thinking that, and then eventually we just confuse ourselves even more, right? And so we overanalyze ourselves, we overthink the test, we overanalyze the test, and eventually we have no idea what's up and down anymore. We don't know in from out, and we're just sitting there thinking, I don't know who I am anymore, right? Again, as I said, one of the reasons why I really tell you to be careful about your results on the test is because of this exact reason. Go watch the videos. What videos resonate with you the most? Whose videos resonate with you the most? I noticed that a lot of people who watch my videos, sometimes they say they resonate more with my videos than Frank James or some other INFJ out there. And the opposite is true as well. Some people will watch Frank James's video. He's an INFJ, a male INFJ that does a lot of amazing videos. And so they'll watch his videos and they'll resonate with it, but not with mine. So again, that also is a different thing because there are many different kinds of INFJs out there, right? I mean, I am a different INFJ from Frank James, even though we're both INFJs. We're both from the same MBTI type, but we display it in a very different fashion, I imagine. Unless I mean, considering what the videos I've watched of it, I don't know what he's like in real life, right? And so again, I implore you, I beg you, I plead you to do not completely rely on the test as a source of information for your type. Yeah, the tests are great and they're helpful, and of course they kind of direct us in the right direction. But the real essence of it is to figure out what resonates with you. If you watch ISFP's video and you find that 99% of the stuff resonates with you, then you're probably an ISFP, you know? If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? I mean, the test might say that you're an ISFJ, but if you're quacking like an INFJ, if you're talking like an INFJ, and if you're walking like an INFJ, then perhaps you are an INFJ, right? And so instead of overthinking it and being like, oh, but I don't know, and the test said this, and this other person told me this, and my psychic told me that, and my parents told me this other thing, and I'm so confused. Instead of confusing yourself with overload of information, instead of going to 3,000 different spots for the answer, just figure it out yourself by resonating with the right answer, right? Like figuring out, okay, so I watched all of her videos and 90% of it, 99% of it really resonates with me, so perhaps I'm actually an INFJ. That's what my friend said as well, my new friend that I was talking about earlier in the video. She didn't understand what the ISFJ thing was really, and she's like, I don't really resonate with it. But she watched my videos and she said everything that I said, everything that I talked about in the videos resonated with her. Now, of course, that's just the first step, yeah? I mean, you watch the videos and you're like, this really feels good and I like it. And then you read up more about it, you learn more about yourself, you grow up a little bit, you change your personality perhaps, you don't change your personality. Things will change, things will mesh, they will evolve as you get older and older. So you might be an INFJ right now, but maybe in a couple of years you turn out to be an ISFJ or you turn out to be an ISFP or whatever it might be in the world, right? And so the reason I'm trying to tell you this is because first of all, I want people to be less confused about the fact that they're an INFJ. I don't want people to be like, but I don't know if I am or not. I don't know. I resonate with your videos, but I don't know. I did the test and I came out ISFJ one day and I came out INFJ another day. And I literally get these kinds of emails every single week from people who are confused about who they are. And I always ask them, do you resonate with my videos? And they're like, yes, absolutely. Every single video you're talking about me. It's as if you're talking about me. It's as if you're in my head. And I'm like, well, then that's it. That's really it what you need to worry about. Don't worry about anything else. For now, listen to the videos, listen to my videos, other people's videos, of course, and then learn more about yourself. And then the more you learn about yourself, the more solid your foundation becomes, the more you can start building upon it. And then you're going to be like, well, I know myself better than Boom Shikha knows me, so I can learn more about myself on my own. I don't need her anymore. I don't need Frank James anymore. I don't need anyone else anymore. I know myself, right? But when this foundation is shaky, when it's weak, and you're just starting to figure yourself out, and you're just starting to learn about yourself, you're young or immature or unhealthy, then it's a good idea to kind of use crutches. It's a good idea to use someone else's support. It's a good idea to use someone else's assistance, right? And that's what we're here for. All of these YouTubers, all of these people who are doing INFJ videos, we're doing it obviously because we love doing videos and we love sharing information, but it's also as a source of information for all those people who are confused. They're like, well, maybe you're confused, but what about this video? Maybe this will help. No, it didn't help? All right, how about this other video? Maybe that'll help. No? Okay, one more video for you. And that's how I kind of accumulated 700 plus videos on being an INFJ. Now, if you're saying to me that 99% of those videos resonate with you, then I'm sorry, but you probably are an INFJ. You probably are. I mean, there is a very minuscule probability that you're not, very, very minor, but very high probability that you are, right? And so how about we just run with that? How about we stop confusing ourselves? How about we stop overanalyzing, overthinking, overdoing everything that we do? And how about we just chillax? How about we just relax? And how about we just figure it out and be like, all right, cool, I am an INFJ. That's fine for this moment in time. I might change in the future. I might not be one in maybe 6 months down the road. But right now I am, and I'm going to read up on it. I'm going to learn more about myself, and I'm going to build my foundation. I'm going to build the foundation of who I am, and then I can start building upon it even more, right? So I really wanted to share this with you because it's so interesting how real life examples of people are coming up to me and saying, yes, I'm an INFJ, but I was so confused to giving the test. And I was like, interesting. This is how it is. This is common for every INFJ, even me when I give the test. And I try to give the test like once every few years or once every few months, if possible, if I remember. But I try to give the test over and over again because I'm always interested. How am I changing? Am I an INFJ still, or have I changed, or have I become something different? And it's interesting to me because I still confuse myself with the test. I'll be giving the test and I'm like, oh no, I don't know. This answer could apply when I'm with my extroverted friends, but that answer applies when I'm by myself. What should I choose? What should I choose? Oh my God. And so if I can confuse myself and I've been analyzing myself for so long, then I'm sure newbie INFJs can definitely confuse themselves. All right. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions about this, do message me or comment below and I shall do a follow-up video on it. Again, thank you so much for your support, for your amazing love and messages. I'm really grateful, and I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.